Welcome to Vegan Ultra. I'm your inspiration guide, Adam Gallus, on this epic quest for health, hope, and happiness, in which I lose 150 pounds in 12 months on a whole food vegan diet while walking 3,000 miles to prove to myself, my family, and everybody watching on YouTube we can all become the ultra versions of ourselves if we give it a chance and are powered by plants. Today, I want to share with you a life-changing recipe that I believe is a game changer for anybody looking to potentially try a Blue Zone vegan diet. I'm talking about unsweetened vanilla almond milk. I have just discovered this at a local grocery store. Good and Gathered, that's the generic store brand for Target. And take a look at this. Filtered water and almonds. Basically, this is as close to unprocessed, according to Dr. Michael Greger. They've added nothing bad. They've taken out nothing good. And we can verify this. What is the ratio of carbs to fiber? It is 1. Fiber less is generally a sign of whole food. What is the percentage of protein? In this case, it is about 13%. Remember, above 10% tends to be unprocessed. How about potassium divided by sodium? In this case, it misses on that, although the ones I have seen have had higher potassium ratios. We can see that here. The label here from 240, this is from Chronometer. Potassium here 1280, so nearly the same amount of potassium as sodium here. And of course, we have plenty of vitamins such as calcium and vitamin D. These are added as fortifications, but we also have natural things such as vitamin E that is rich in things like almonds. We can see here the vitamins, lots of vitamin E. This is for the entire carton, so this is half a gallon. Vitamin D, vitamin A. We have the fiber, 4 grams of fiber, so that was not taken out. Protein, 8 grams. So this is not a good source of protein, so do not replace dairy milk with this. We'll talk about the proper replacements in tomorrow's video, pea and soy. But in terms of fat, take a look at this. 16 grams is monounsaturated and polyunsaturated. Those are the healthy fats. 75% of fats here are healthy. And how do we know that? Because of various meta-analyses such as this from Harvard, showing that polyunsaturated fat and monounsaturated fat actually decreases your mortality. The more you eat, the longer you live. Remember the science-based magic of nuts? 2 to 4 extra years of life for 1 serving a day? Well, this is where that comes from. So there you have it. And the nice thing about it is that, as we can see here, in terms of affordability, $2.59 for a carton. That's $5.18 a gallon. That is actually the cheapest form of plant milk I have found so far. Now, this on its own tastes pretty good, but this is where the power of Ceylon cinnamon bark oil. Now, I've talked about this with my recipe video for the cinnamon soy milk. Now, the only downside here, this is about 14 cents a drop. Now, for maximum flavor, use 3 drops per cup. So that can add a bit of cost. But I recently discovered this from Ceylon Golden Cinnamon, which I have ordered the first bottle to taste test to make sure that this basically tastes as good. But it is essentially steam distilled Ceylon cinnamon bark oil. It is food grade quality. And the nice thing about this is that the coumarin content is about 5 times lower than cinnamon vogue. Another thing that really you'll love is that you can buy this for 10 milliliters at basically, this is less than half the cost. Now, the thing to remember is that they use DHL shipping at $24 fixed rate. That's why I tried this 100 milliliter bottle, which represents basically 10 bottles of the smaller variety. but this is still coming in at $9 a bottle compared to $25 including shipping from Cinnamon Vogue. Now, the nice thing about this is that the coumarin content for this entire 100 milliliter bottle is 1 milligram. Now, the European Food Safety Administration says that 0.5 milligrams per kilo is safe. That means the average guy, let's say 200 pounds, which of course the average guy weighs more than 200 pounds, but a 200-pound guy can safely have 4.5 milligrams of coumarin. Even a small woman that's 100 pounds can have about 2.5 milligrams or 2.3. Well, this entire bottle has 1 milligram, and this bottle will make 42 gallons of cinnamon plant milk, meaning that if you are a woman, you could basically drink 150 gallons or about 75 gallons per day safely, and a guy could have over 168 gallons. Now, just to give you an idea of how ridiculously safe this is in terms of coumarin content, that would be the equivalent of drinking a cup of the almond milk every 20 seconds that you are awake for the entire day. 350 cartons a day. Well, there you have it, completely safe. And of course, we have the question of why would you want to actually drink almond milk? Consider it. Well, let's take a look at the nutrition in almonds itself to get the idea of how many almonds are in a carton of almond milk. Well, there's 14 grams of fat in 1 serving, 1 ounce of almonds, as well as 6 grams of protein. So now let's take a look at the carton of almond milk. We have 20 grams of fat and 8 grams of protein. If you do the math, it works out to 1.3 servings of almonds per carton of almond milk, which has just 240 calories. It means if you wanted to drink a gallon of this every day, it would cost $6.81 a gallon, which is actually cheaper than any other kind of plant milk I have found so far. $6.81, including the cinnamon. $5.18 for the vanilla almond milk on its own. So, and if you wanted to drink that gallon a day, it's less than 500 calories. 5 times less than whole milk and about 60% less than fat-free skim milk. Now, of course, it is not the replacement for these. We'll talk about why tomorrow in another recipe video in which I have a life-changing recovery milk that is wonderful for not just bodybuilders, but any kind of athlete or just anyone who is looking for a great source of nutrition, protein, and wonderful taste. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video to help other people find it on YouTube, and consider trying a Blue Zone vegan diet. It is science-based magic and nutrition-fueled sorcery that's helped me to lose 90 pounds in 22 weeks on my way to 150-pound weight loss in 12 months. And this is nature's gift to all of us that can help almost anyone become the Captain America version of themselves if they give it a chance and are powered by plants.